Yes, and Jelani Asar here with Income Protection Atlanta. First things first, go to incomeprotectionatlanta.com. Right now, just open up a new tab or a new browser in Firefox or whatever your browser may be. Go to incomeprotectionatlanta.com and join our email list so you can receive your free report entitled Protect My Income in Atlanta, only for you if you desire more financial security in this volatile and chaotic economy. And now let's get to our interview with another mesmerizing Atlanta business owner.
Well, all right. Here we are. This is Jelani Asar with Income Protection Atlanta, your local source for voluntary employee benefits and financial protection. And here today we have another amazing interview with another Atlanta business owner. Today we have David, the general manager of our very own Atlanta Rocks. So David, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing awesome right now. Awesome. So we all have probably seen the logo of Atlanta Rocks somewhere. I know that I see it pretty much every other day at least. You see that logo, it's got the black mountain, and it's surrounded with the colors of purple, red, white, and then a beautiful exclamation point that pops, which is just a reflection of the way that the logo itself pops.
Right.
And when I'm on my way to my office on 75 North and I'm driving over to Windy Hill, I see the back wall of Atlanta Rocks and a nice big sign with the logo there. And not too long ago, one of my good friends invited me to go to Atlanta Rocks to do some rock climbing. So Atlanta Rocks has been in business for well over a decade, and it is the place for indoor rock climbing. You can have parties there, you can have camp, plus, of course, you can get your exercise, and just all in general, a physical and mentally challenging good time.
Excellent. I couldn't have said it any better.
Well, on that note, so David, assume I know nothing about your company whatsoever. Maybe I don't even know what indoor rock climbing, what's that? How would you describe the awesomeness of Atlanta Rocks in your own words?
Oh man, this is how I can go off on this, because it's such an amazing type of sport for all different types of people. Whether it's the climber that's been climbing and doing it for fitness and for the love of the outdoors. That's how we originally got started, was because we were all rock climbers and we needed a place to go inside and train. So we turned that into everything that you just mentioned. We do birthday parties. We do team building. Still there?
Yeah.
It's just endless, the possibilities. So, like summer camps, we have beginning classes. We have technique classes. So the level of how far you want to go with it can be up to you. So whether as a first-time climber, it gives you the opportunity to do it in an environment that is safe, because you're on belay with professional staffing that are going to make sure you're going to live to see the next day.
Right.
And that's of course, the ultimate goal there. So you can take it from there as far as, you're just the first time climbing. If you like it, then there's the next step, and that would be to learn how to do the safety concerns. So that way, just like in every other sport, once you learn how to do those concerns, that's how the gym then becomes a place where you can come back more frequently. You can use it as a workout facility, because we have cardio and free weights and showers. And then even teaching your other friends or other people that you know, because then you'll be able to pass that knowledge on as well. So, and that's how the gym makes it cheaper for you as well. So when you learn how to do the safety concerns, that's the best way. But yeah, just all the different possibilities of the ages. Usually we see ages 5 and over. I've had as old as 86 years old. So it's just a phenomenal type of exercise because, like you mentioned, the mental aspect of it. You're trying to figure your way up this route, this rock climbing route,
right,
that is set for various levels of difficulty. So you've got to make your body, your mind, everything kind of work together there. So yeah, that's why we love it.
Yeah, that's heavy because first of all, I used to live in New York, and there was this place named Chelsea Piers that I used to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And you've heard of Chelsea Piers?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
it's a famous facility, not just because of the rock climbing, but because of everything else they got.
Right. Yeah, it's got all kinds of things over there. It was a playground.
Yeah.
And I remember doing the rock climbing, and I have these memories. Well, one of them is I think to myself, whenever I think of rock climbing, I always have this just automatic idea that it's going to be something that is really difficult, And when you're climbing, and then you get to that point where, you've been cruising, and then next thing you know, you're looking and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to get to that?
Right.
That's
what we call the crux of the climb.
The crux of the climb.
The crux of the climb, and that's CRUX.
Right.
And it's a real term. I mean, basically every challenge or every route that we set will have one little bump in it. So working for the level that the route was set at,
right.
You can still make one little kind of move in there that just makes the climber stop and think a little bit more instead of, oh wow, I'm just cruising on up, and oh whoops, that's not what I expected.
Right.
So, that could be even the hold that you're using to climb with being turned just the other way. If you've got good positive hand grips and you're climbing, and then you turn that hold upside down, all of a sudden what we call a positive is turned to a negative, so your hand's not grabbing it as easily.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, that sounds like an awesome way to, like you said, do team building. Because, I mean, how often do we hear just in normal conversation, all right, you just got to climb that mountain. You'll make it to the top of the mountain. You'll make it to the pinnacle and to the peak. How often do we see in logos of financial planning and things of this nature? We always see this. And now we have the opportunity to take what began as just a concept, or what we use as just a concept, and now take it into the physical world. And rock climbing, I mean, it's a full body workout.
Yes, it is. And what's funny also is because everybody assumes it's a heavy, muscular type of a sport, but in fact it's more of a finesse and technique type of a sport. So children and women make natural climbers because it's all in the legs. Whereas most men will pull their way through because that's what we have more of. We have biceps.
Right.
So women and children, they don't have big biceps, so they've got to use their legs. And if you think about it, your thigh muscles are bigger than your biceps. So you got to use your legs. And that's why you'll see, even in an organized event, what we call our novice climb. It's 2 hours, gives all the climbers the time to climb. But you put a man and a woman together for their first time in this event, and 9 out of 10 times that woman is going to outclimb that man.
No way.
Because she uses her legs more. Whereas a man, they'll get fatigued quicker because they're pulling their way. And generally they come up with the excuse, oh man, I shouldn't have worked out this morning, or, oh, I shouldn't have done my arms today.
Right.
So it's always kind of funny.
And all of this. So how did you get...
And wonderful. And join us for our next part of another fantastic interview with our great guest, with another amazing Atlanta business owner. In the next video.